What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Alright, so in this particular video, I want to show yet again why Draymond Green is not a Hall of Famer, despite what you hear on television, despite all of the rhetoric from ESPN and Fox Sports, all the rhetoric from even the few Draymond Green fans that exist out there. He is not a Hall of Famer. Because if you tell me he's a Hall of Famer, then there are going to be hundreds, if not 1,000, players who are better than him, historically, that need to be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, it need to be like, to make amends, if he gets into the Hall of Fame, then there's going to have to be 100 dudes each year that are going to be forced in within a 10-year period to make amends for this catastrophe, this calamity, if this guy gets in here. Now, I want to compare him to Shawn Marion. Now, I remember doing a video on my channel, this one right here, when Shawn Marion retired, and I asked people, was he a Hall of Famer? And virtually everybody, I would say it was a 90% to 10% margin, said no, he's not a Hall of Famer. Very, very, very good, but not Hall of Famer. So, justify to me, without bringing up fucking rings, how is Draymond Green a Hall of Famer? Now, regular season, you could say Draymond Green has the edge, but really the Golden State Warriors had the edge over whatever team Shawn Marion was on. But at that point, he was becoming a role player at that stage of his career. They, some of the teams he was on, they weren't. I remember him being on Dallas, but I also remember him being with Cleveland. The Warriors were at their peak during those years. So it's not surprising that Draymond Green's teams having five games to 2 edge over the teams Shawn Marion had at that point in time. Because remember, Draymond didn't get into the NBA until 2012. Shawn Marion, I think, came in the league, 99? Somewhere around that range. So, his prime had already been passed. But look at this. Games played. Now, this could change, obviously, over time. But games played. Draymond, 758. Shawn Marion, 1,163. Points per game. Draymond Green, 8.7. That's probably going to drop over the next couple of years. What little bit of points he's been averaging. Mr. Triple Single. 8.7 points. Shawn Marion, 15.2 points per game. Rebounds per game, once again, is Shawn Marion's edge, 8.7 to 7. Assists, now that is in Draymond's edge, 5.6 to 1.9. By the way, for all the talk about how Draymond is this gifted passer and the offense running through him and all this, 5.6 assists per game. That's interesting. 5.6 assists per game. Michael Jordan averaged, 5.2, 5.3? But all he did was shot jack. And Michael had a lot more to do for his team than Draymond did. Steals. Shawn Marion, 1.5 to 1.4. Blocks. Marion, 1.1 to 1. Field goal percentage. Marion, 48.4% to Draymond's 44.9%. Three-point percentage. Marion was not a great three-point shooter. But we had that weird-ass, like he was pitching baskets type fucking form, 33.1%, but it beats Draymond's 31.4%. Free throw percentage. Shawn Marion by a landslide, 81% to 71.2%. Effective field goal percentage. 51% for Shawn Marion, Draymond 50.5%. Value over replacement player. Landslide. Shawn Marion 47.6 to Draymond's 24.7. BPM, once again, Shawn Marion, 2.7 to Draymond's 2.5. Draymond, 4-time NBA All-Star. Shawn Marion, 4-time NBA All-Star. Draymond, All-NBA third team in 2017. Shawn Marion, twice All-NBA third team. Now, Draymond does have one All-NBA second team appearance. Shawn Marion does not. Now, Draymond does have some advantages on the defensive end. He's been on 4 all-defensive first teams, 4 all-defensive second teams, led the league in steals, 1 defensive player of the year. Okay? Now, Shawn Marion was not necessarily a bad defender. Obviously, he was a good defender, but he was never on any all-defensive teams. But he was on the all-rookie second team in 2000. Draymond, let's see, Olympic gold in 2016 and 2020. Shawn Marion won the bronze in Athens in 2004. So look, okay, one other thing I want to look at. Peak. What is Draymond's peak, man? Would we say maybe 2014 to let's go 2019. He didn't have the longest peak. 11 points, 8.1 rebounds, 6.4 assists, 1.6 steals, 1.3 blocks, 45.2% shooting, 32.7% from three-point range, 70.5% from the charity stripe. Let's look at Shawn Marion's peak. And that would be 2000 to 2007. So that's a 7-year window compared to Draymond's 5-year window. Now it's not popping up yet, but I remember Shawn Marion in his prime being something of a stat stuffer. You could argue his best season scoring came 2005-2006 when he was 27, when he averaged nearly 22 points and 12 rebounds per game. So he averaged something that Draymond could never do, which is a double-double. And why is it when I'm trying to prove a point, it doesn't want to pop up? Lord have mercy. Anyway, I was trying to see the numbers of the average between that period of time, but the computer acting stupid. Shawn Marion had 4 seasons averaging a double-double. Here we go. During this 7-year window, Shawn Marion averaged 19.3 points, 10.4 rebounds, 2.1 assists, 2 steals, 1.4 blocks, 47.9% shooting from the floor, 34.4% from outside, and 82.9% from the charity stripe. I don't know about you, but Shawn Marion is definitely the more dynamic player. Now, I guess you can give the edge as far as versatility. You can give Draymond the edge for versatility. As far as one-on-one, maybe. I definitely, the Defensive Player of the Year award, I guess, but Shawn Marion was a better shot blocker. Shawn Marion was more athletic. Shawn Marion was definitely a better scorer, somewhat better shooter, better free throw shooter, more efficient. Longer peak. Just unfortunately, he never got a chance to play on a team as good as Golden State. Now, Phoenix was exciting to watch, but they weren't as good as Golden State. So, at the end of the day, I think you got to give it to Shawn Marion. So if Shawn Marion's not in the Hall of Fame, how in the fuck is Draymond getting there? Because of the power of social media and the power of the printed press, and because of his hobnobbing with media members and his association with Clutch Sports and LeBron James. Excuse me. So politics is definitely involved in this shit, man. Shit is a disgrace.